right, so we're looking now to find out what's closer, our Fredstimate or our estimate. Remember, with the Fredstimate, that's not a real word. It's more fun that way. Our Fredstimate, we used our front end digit. So instead of going between the tens, we did 100. So our Fredstimate was 3,000. And then our estimate, we were like, okay, well, we estimated to the nearest tens over here, so we estimated to the nearest tens on our number that had hundreds as well. So now we're going to go ahead and solve this two ways. All right, we're going to do the algorithm. All right, that's the fancy word for multiplying like this. This is called the algorithm. I like this word because it's got THM, and I feel like that's fun. So the other way that we could do it is your box or your window method. All right, so when we're setting up the box/window method, remember that when we're doing 3 by 2 multiplication, that you have to split it up into not only the hundreds, the tens, but also the ones. All right, so here we have the same problem, 127 times 31 represented in two ways. In the algorithm and the box/window method. All right, so let's find out what's closer, our Fredstimate or our estimate. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to use the box window method. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to multiply the front digit 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. So 30 times 100. 3 times 1 is 3, and there's 1, 2, 3 zeros. So that's 3,000. All right, next thing we're going to do is 30 times 20. So front end digit, cover up the zeros. 3 times 2 is 6. And we covered up 2 zeros. So we're looking at 600. The next one we're going to do is 30 times 7. Cover up the 0. 3 times 7 is 21. And we covered up 1 0. So 30 times 7 is 210. All right. Next thing we're going to do. Oh, this one's going to be pretty nice. Because we have 1 times all these things. And 1 times anything is the number itself. So 1 times 100, 100. 1 times 20 is 20. 1 times 7 is 7. So we need to add 3,000 plus 600 plus 210 plus 100 plus 20 plus 7. And that will get us, whoa, sorry, you didn't even see that. All right, and that will get us our answer. So we take all those numbers, all right, 3,000, 600, 210, 120, and 7, line them up with the proper place value. If we add those, we should get our answer. All right, so next what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing with the algorithm, starting with the ones place. All right, so our first problem is 1 times 7. 1 times 7 equals 7, right? You don't have to do all the math to the side. I'm just showing you that it's math facts. Every single one of these is a math fact. So our first digit is 7. The next thing that you're going to do is the 1 in the ones place times the 2 in the tens place. That's 1 times 2. 1 times 2 is 2. So we put a 2 in the tens place. And then finally, I'm going to take the 1 in the ones place and multiply it times the 1 in the hundreds place. That's 1 times 1, which gives you 1. And just like that, we finished our first line. I want you to make a little connection really quick. Notice 1 times 7 is 7. Notice that 1 times 2 was 2, but really we were doing 1 times 20, so that was 20. And then finally 1 times 1, 100. 1 times 1, 100 is 100. And we got 100. So come back in the next video and we'll finish out the algorithm and we'll see if there's any connections between the second part of the algorithm and the second part of the box method. And then finally see if our Fredstimate or our estimate, can't even say it, is closer.